Well, last time you were here, it was right after Kobe's helicopter crash.
Mm-hmm.
Shortly afterwards was the Gayle King interview with Lisa Leslie.
Mm-hmm.
As someone that was friends with Kobe, when you saw that interview, what did you think? And as someone, let me just preface this as well, as someone who did interviews for a living at one point, which gives you a very unique perspective on this. What did you think about that Gayle King interview?
I was on CBS the day before that interview came out, right? They interviewed me and came on with Gayle and them, and then later on Gayle. This is where I go with Gayle. She mentioned it because for so many other people, it was the elephant in the room. The way she continued on it to when to ask for her to say, well, you wouldn't know if this person would. When she did that,
Yeah,
that wasn't a really good choice. To, sometimes you have to let, like they say in comedy, the silence sometimes is the comedy, right? The spaces.
yeah,
In singing too. That situation when she asked that question about him being accused and acquitted, is how she should have said it. Accused and acquitted of this. Tell me about that. And then say, well, the reason he was acquitted because the girl wouldn't testify. That's a moot point.
he was acquitted.
He was acquitted.
Yeah,
Period. Whether she testified or not, OJ was acquitted. He didn't testify. So, okay, and that's what it comes back to. It comes back to we feel acquittal is guilt. It's a form of guilt. That's why.
Like if you settle a lawsuit with someone, it
Right.
must mean that you did it.
Exactly.
When in reality, it usually means I didn't do it, but it's going to cost me more to go to court, so I'm just going to pay off this lesser amount and make it go away.
And,
But people, oh, well, you paid, you must have done it. Nah, that's not the case most of the time.
and she asked the question, and like she said, the way it was edited, but this is the
It
one.
was not the way.
I know. This is the one thing I learned on being an interviewer. Can't lie if it's on tape. So, however they edited it, those are words that came out, and they didn't Franken cut her words into saying
No,
things.
absolutely not.
Right.
And,
The essence of what she was saying came out loud and clear.
and here's the thing, right?
Wait, I'm friends with Gayle.
I didn't notice. Okay.
Question. I sent her right over to her and said, hey, I'm with you. I'm sorry you're going through this. I said that.
You actually supported her on this.
I didn't support her on how it came out because I'm, like I said, I wasn't a Laker fan. I'm a Kobe fan.
Yeah.
I didn't like it, but I supported my friend. Like, damn, you got caught in a question. You got caught in, out of everything you did, you got caught in this one question that could have been, that could have been cut out, but it was what was added to the room. It was what no one else was saying. No one else is bringing up that narrative of the past. So she brought it up as two women speaking, right?
Yeah.
I can see it and go after it that way, but when black folks are on mass television in America, they're expected not just to be journalists, but also to be guardians of whatever is. So she ran into that.
Well, you and I did the interview about Kobe right after it happened. And in our interview, you actually touched on the rape case.
Yeah.
And it was fine. There was no backlash because it was done in a very respectful manner.
I said he got past all of his indiscretion.
Yeah.
Because as he said, it was consensual and it was a bad choice. Right? Consented with the wrong person.
Right.
And I shouldn't have done that because I'm in this situation.
Exactly.
And he rectified it by rectifying it with his wife.
Exactly.
Right? Not that the girl didn't need to be rectified or the situation, but he shouldn't have been in that situation. And he knew that. And when it ran its course and, like he said, was innocent because he was acquitted, of innocence of everything that was said. He then went on, from here, I build here. All your eggs in one basket, make more eggs.
Yeah. And you could touch on these topics without throwing this man under the bus, which is essentially what she did. As an interviewer, she knew exactly what she was doing. There was no
no way out of it.
editing.
Once she started,
she said
couldn't
what
get
she
out.
said, and she has to stand behind it. She can't blame CBS. She can't blame the editors. She can't blame her boss. She said what she said, and she did it the way she did. And I think the backlash that she got was appropriate based on what she did.